members of parliament. Please re-elect us in this upcoming fall's election, and we will make immediate changes to the Youth Criminal Justice Act. The Youth Criminal Justice Act is a program made with a group of volunteers from your community, helping young offenders ages 12 to 17 and their family and the people they've wronged to find the appropriate consequence. Ages 12 to 14 cannot serve adult sentences, but 15 and older can. Usually if the crime was minor, many only serve a short amount of community service. It depends on the number of previous offenses, whether a repeat offender or first-timer, their age, the seriousness, the attitude of the offender, and their circumstances. The Youth Criminal Justice Act is designed to rehabilitate and prevent crimes to make sure the offender has an appropriate consequence. The bubble-blowing party thinks that the Youth Criminal Justice Act should be cancelled. Many teenagers are hiding behind the Youth Criminal Justice Act, while gangs are taking advantage of the age. Gangs recruit kids and make them do major crimes, knowing that they will only serve a maximum of 10 years. If the program was taken out, there's less chance of gangs recruiting kids and making it harder for them to do crime. Kids are not getting enough punishment. 10 years maximum was usually 75% of 10 years in rehabilitation and parole. Too many only receive a slap on the wrist. Age doesn't matter. We should recognize the problem with our justice system and reinforce the law harder on these teens, especially repeating offenders.
The biggest issue is the fact that someone could murder their family, and if a young offender, the media cannot publish their identity or picture them. How will the citizens of the community protect themselves from a murderer? The only reason the killer's identity may not be revealed is because it would be easier for the offender to fit in with the community. It's scary. They have more rights than us citizens. We believe that the law should be changed to protect the citizens in our community, maybe even preventing young offenders from trying to sneak through the system and to rethink about doing a serious crime.
Oh, that means a repeated offender could easily start over, receiving another simple slap on the wrist.
Like the second-degree murder of 18-year-old Tanner Hopkins. It was the end of a very long and very disturbing journey which came for a still grieving Toronto family in a University Ave courtroom Wednesday after a teen convicted of a second-degree murder in the death of Tanner Hopkins was sentenced for a senseless act. His killing created a storm of outrage in December 2004 when it was released that the victim was simply trying to help out his brother when he was murdered. 16-year-old Cameron Hopkins was holding a party in his parents' Bayview and York Mills home when some uninvited guests tried to crash the fun. When Tanner attempted to keep the would-be intruders at bay, one of the strangers pulled a knife and stabbed the 18-year-old in the chest. The wounds proved fatal. After almost 2 years, a judge has finally handed down the penalty. But because the killer was a young offender when the crime was committed, he would not be receiving adult justice. Instead, he served another 2.5 years, followed by 3 more years of supervision. He was credited with 1 year for the time he spent in custody before the hearing and house arrest. Hopkins' parents don't think the punishment fits the crime. Unless he accepts his guilt in this matter, and unless he's making some sort of progress towards admitting that there is some problem there, then I don't think he's ready to be released, said Hopkins' mom, adding that the killer was shown no remorse for his actions.
No teen will learn so many chances. This program is being used. Obviously, there will be too many chances. Vote for the public bubble-blowing party will make a difference. Yeah.
哦，等一陣啊，有多啲啊！哇，你有媽媽面啊，快啲睇啦！
And the verdict is guilty. 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 Guilty.